सुधागड एज्युकेशन सोसायटीचे पूर्व प्राथमिक, प्राथमिक, माध्यमिक व उच्च माध्यमिक विद्यालय कळंबोली मराठी, हिंदी, इंग्रजी, उर्दू माध्यम यांच्या सौजन्याने शैक्षणिक व्हिडिओ मध्ये आपलं सर्वांचं स्वागत आहे.
Welcome student. Now we have studied the second lesson of science is the living world. See the pictures and list the things seen in the pictures. There are many substances or plants and animals and other objects in the picture. Various things in our environment. There are many kinds of plants and animal around us. They show some similarities and some differences. Yet, with the help of certain features, we can tell that they are all living things. These features are not seen in non-living things. Such features are said to be the characteristics of living things. Let us study our characteristics of living things. The main first characteristics of living things is growth. See in the pictures, a baby grow up to become an adult person, woman or man. During the period of its growth, the baby gains in height, weight and strength. In the same manner, all animals grow into adults in a certain period. So growth is the main characteristics of living things, and for growing the food is necessary for growth. See in the pictures, the plant make their own food and that process is called as a photosynthesis. Plant make their own food in sunlight. Plant produce food from water, nutrients on the soil and the carbon dioxide present in the air. This process takes place in leaves of plants. It is brought about in the presence of sunlight with the help of the chlorophyll in the leaves. This process of food production is called photosynthesis. During this process, plants give out oxygen. Animals, however, do not have chlorophyll. The second characteristics of living things is respiration. Living things need oxygen in order to live. Inhaling oxygen and exhaling the carbon dioxide form in the body due to the use of oxygen is called respiration. So respiration is also important characteristic of living things. Animals such as fish, snake, mouse, etc. have specific organs for respiration. On the other hand, plants respire by means of microscopic pores on their stems and leaves. See in the picture a leaf of plant, a fish and man. They see that the different organs for respiration. For a fish there is a gills, for man there is a nose and leaf of plant is continue the process of respiration. Next, third characteristics of living things is excretion. Waste substances are formed during the many processes that take place in the bodies of animals. These are called excreta, and the process of eliminating them from the body is called the excretion. Animals have specific organs for excretion. Plants to excrete waste substances stored in the leaves of plants are shed along with the leaves. See in the picture, a tree shedding the leaves. A tree, after some period, they shedding their leaves, and that is one type of excretion of a plants. We can also take another examples of excretion. Take a transparent plastic bag, tie it over a leaf of a plant. Observe after 6 to 7 hours. What do you see? The droplet of water collect on the inside of the bag. It means that plants excrete water in the form of vapor. See what is the next fourth properties of living things is responsiveness to stimuli and movements. See in the picture, there is a mimosa and a potted plant responsiveness and movements. The movement or the change taking place in a living things at such a time is their response to a stimulus. An event that occurs in our surrounding is a stimulus. The ability of living things to respond to a stimulus is called their responsive to stimuli. This is also main characteristics of living things. If you suddenly enter a cow shed, the cows and buffaloes stand up, begins to move. One or two may even start moving. These are all movements. Next, fifth property of living things is reproduction. See in the pictures, a bird and its eggs, bryophyllum, a mare and her foal, rose cutting. Living things produce other living things like themselves. Living things produce other living things like themselves. Some animals give birth to their young ones and some lay eggs. Their young ones hatch out from the seed, stream, stem or leaves of plants. This process by which a living thing generates a new living thing like itself is called reproduction or procreation. So, the process by which a living thing generates a new living thing like itself is called the reproduction or procreation. So, reproduction is also main one characteristics of living things. Next characteristics of living things is definite lifespan. See in the pictures. After the reproduction stage, their organ becomes weak and still later. Their life comes to an end. In other words, living things die. The lifespan of different animal and plants are different. For example, lifespan of dog is about 12 to 18 years, while the ostrich lives for 50 years. Next and last characteristics of living things is a cellular structure. See in the pictures, living things are made of small units called cells. Some living things are made of a single cell. These are called unicellular organisms. On the other hand, the living things that are made of many cells are called multicellular organisms. The amoeba and some other microorganisms are unicellular, while man, crow, elephant, tree, etc. are the multicellular organisms. All the characteristics of living things are seen in every cell of living things, whether it is unicellular or multicellular. So, cellular structure is the main characteristics of living things, even though the number of cells may vary. These are the characteristics of living things. The main characteristics of living things is growth, respiration, excretion, responsiveness to stimuli and movements, reproduction, and definite lifespan. And last one is a cellular structure. Now, all plants or animals are given or seen in the pictures. There is a some animals and plants are useful while some is a harmful for man. See in the pictures, wasaka, potato, dogs, and etc. are the useful animals and plants. So useful living things, plants are used for household as well as industrial purpose. For example, fenugreek, potato, banana, etc. as food, and hirda, pehda, wasaka are used as medicines. Animals are also useful to us. Dogs, cats, cows are kept for domestic uses. The earthworm is very useful in agriculture. Fish, sheep, fowl are used as food, while animals like horses, oxen, camel prove useful in various occupations. These animals is plants and animals is very useful for man. These are called the useful living things. Harmful living things. See in the picture, some animals and plant around us are harmful to man. For example, mosquito and flies spread disease. The bites of some poisonous lizard, spiders, snakes, and scorpions can even cause death. Some plants too can be harmful, as for example, the odor, parthenium, and other weeds. Uncontrolled growth of fungi and algae in water pollutes drinking water and may cause or disease. Pods of the nettle Colocasia leaves cause itching. Plants like oleander, lantana have strong odors. The datura plant is poisonous. Uncontrolled growth of fungi and algae in water pollutes drinking water and may cause of disease. See in the picture, they are harmful plants and animals for man. Harmful living things. See in the picture, wild animals. See in the picture, wild animals that hunt other animals for food are called predators. For example, tiger, lion, wolves, leopards. Sometimes due to deforestation, such animals enter human settlements in search of food and may kill domestic animals or people. Wild animals that hunt other animals for food are called the predators. For example, tiger, lion, wolves, and leopards. When we watch the TV channels such as National Geographic, Discovery, and collect information regarding various plants and animals found in our surrounding. Have a class discussion with reference to the collected information. Always remember, many plants and animals in nature satisfy our needs. The use of such plants and animals should be restricted only to our needs. We should not pluck leaves, flowers, and fruit unnecessarily. Animals should not be hunted. They should not be teased just for fun. It is the responsibility and duty of all of us to protect plant and animals. What we have learned: growth, respiration, excretion, reproduction, responsiveness to stimuli and movement, a definite lifespan, and cellular structure are the characteristics of living things. Animals grow for certain period of their life. Plants, however, grow as long as they like. All living things have an ability to reproduce. Living things move because of their ability to respond to stimuli. Living things have a definite lifespan and the end of which they die. The smallest unit of living things is the cell. Now we study, learn and solve the question give in the exercise. Find the answers of the questions and write in our notebooks. Thank you.